Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, I just want to say thank you so much for your patience while I got this to you. There's a lot happening behind the camera at this moment in time, so obviously there's no monthlies, there's just, and I did say that there were lots of changes coming to the channel and lots of exciting things, and I stand by that promise. So please stick with me. I promise you will be getting lots of new content and lots of good stuff, and probably so much of it that you'll be like, oh my god, please, enough, go away. All right, so please stick with me. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, excuse me. Okay. For your key to the week this week, if you are a continued subby, Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. So you have the Magician for your key to the week. The power really is in your hands. Yours is the sign of power, and this week you really do have the gift of the gab. So if there's something that you want, there's something that you need, this is the week to ask for it. This is the week for you to go after it. Okay, so with that said, it also tells us that in all of these different areas of life this week, you have the power to truly affect change. Use it as such. This is kind of a use it or lose it energy. And for those of you that are interested, if you've got anything that you want to sell, because remember the Magician card is Mercury, so sales, commerce, or anything like that, this is a really good week to lean into those things. All right. Now for your actions and options, you've got the Mother of Pentacles. So it's the Mother of Pentacles, but in this deck that's the Queen, right? It's the Queen of Pentacles. So what this tells me is this week you really are focused on your health and you're focused on your self-care, which is fantastic. And remember, the Queen of Pentacles has a very special quality in that she can literally take what I always say, like she's able to take a tenner and turn it into 100 grand, right? Like this is the ability to increase the yield of whatever it is that you are getting, to make more of what you have access to at any given moment, quite literally by magic or possibly even through manifesting. So the other thing as well, the options that are available to you this week are to go beyond what you think is possible. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this is obviously, it's a financial hit, right? It's a financial hit, it's a financial loss of some sort. But usually, because this is in your communications and conversations, one thing that I will say to you is that the level of communication that you're getting back this week may not be on par with what you're giving. Remember, you've got the key to the week, you've got the Magician, which is the master communicator. So what you're saying and what you're putting out to the world is absolutely on point, but what you're getting back in terms of people communicating with you may not necessarily be, one thing I will say this week is across the board, whatever information that you are getting, double check it, not because the people that are giving you that information are untrustworthy, but because they may genuinely believe that the information they're giving you is correct. All right, so just something to consider when it comes to your those of you that are studying or in some form of academia. This could be that there is a maybe like some kind of financial benefit that you get through or with your studies, like a study grant, student loan, or whatever, might not come through. But with this Magician card here and the Queen of Pentacles as your actions and options card, it's not that it won't matter, it's more a case of you'll be able to find another way to cover this. When it comes to those of you that are employed by somebody else, one way that this potentially shows up for you, this could be that your boss comes to you and says, look, there are redundancies coming. Now, I personally don't feel like this will touch you. That Five of Pentacles, though, it may come really close, i.e. your work bestie, the work wife, the work husband, all that kind of stuff. It's quite possible that you could be losing what you consider to be an ally in the workplace this week, right? And one of the ways that this could go down is you end up getting a promotion and maybe this person gets made redundant, or maybe, you know, because of this promotion you're not able to interact with these people anymore because you're in a different office or a different location or whatever the case might be. When it comes to the Five of Pentacles, for those of you that work for someone else, it is possible that a job situation could be coming to an end this week. But look at this with the Magician card. It's like you get something that replaces this relatively quickly and is already so much better. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this might be that your business, like there might be a big upfront cost this week that you have to pay for your business, but I've got to be really honest with you, I think in the long run it will absolutely be worth it. I will also say as well, for those of you that are business owners, maybe think about an installment plan. I feel like the reason this is such a big upfront cost is because you're determined to pay it all in one go, and you know, really, you've got the Magician here. You could get an installment plan if you want it. If you are retired and no longer working, this is you closing the purse strings and kind of, it's not that you're cutting someone off, it's more a case of you're kind of saying, okay, you know what, you need to support yourself for a moment, right? I've got things that I need to do at this moment in time and I can't do that with you. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're kind of getting really serious about resources at the moment. For your love and relations, you've got the King of Wands. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this is about you being seen within your relationship, and it's about you being a bit more open and a bit more vocal about the partnership, about the relationship. Maybe paying your partner a bit more attention. That's one way that you could see this. It could also be a time where your partner says, look, I really need more physical intimacy. I need more connection. I need more sex. Now, for a Scorpio to be saying that to their partner, something got to be going on, right? And I mean that with no disrespect, but everybody knows you guys are highly sexual beings, right? Because this is, for those of you that are single, if you are single and looking and ready to mingle, it's possible that you could be connecting with a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and this person could absolutely knock your socks off. Now, that's one thing. The one thing that I will tell you, this person's money is currently funny. All right, it won't always be, and it looks like it hasn't always been, to be honest with you. You might just be meeting them at like a period in their life where they're going through a big change or a shift. So as an example, let's say, and you know, this is just an example, let's say you don't know who he is, you meet Elon Musk just after he sold PayPal, and you're like, oh yeah, you know, where are you living? And he's like, oh, I'm currently living on my friend's sofa. What you don't know about this person is that they've just sunk all of their hundreds of millions into their next business idea, right? What you don't know about this person is actually they're super successful, but they've just, I don't know, maybe their business tanked because of the pandemic and they're just coming out of it. What I'm saying is it's not so much that this person is broke, it's more just a case of you've met them at a time where they're not financially flush, but they have been in the past. So don't let that dictate everything, all right? And then when it comes to your money and materials, wow, all right, look at this, right? You've got the Father of Pentacles, so the King of Pentacles. This is a great card for money. Your resources, your money, your finances are going from strength to strength at this moment in time, it looks like, Scorpio. You've got two kings here. Two kings represents minor council. Whether it's with me or somebody else, I don't care. This would be a great time to get a reading. Remember, minor council, when it comes to two kings, is usually like a tarot reading. It's, you know, a check-in with, you know, your financial advisor. It is, you know, an astrology reading. It's, you know, it's a consultation of some sort, but not like an official one. Like, what I mean by, like, what's the difference? The difference would be like, because three kings represents a consultation. That would usually be like a business meeting where you're discussing a merger. It would be, you know, where you're having like an official sit down with a court or a legal professional. Do you see what I mean? Whereas two kings, it's minor council. It's like your tarot, astrology, numerology. It's, you know, the minor council where you're going to get like information for something. And with the Magician card here, This, however, you could be getting really good information from, but when it comes to the work and the career, you do need to watch this. So let's say you go to, I don't know, let's say you go to your boss or your boss's boss or a supervisor and you say, look, I want to do this, this, and this, and I want to progress. Watch out for the information that this person is giving you, because the chances are it's not as clear, or maybe maybe the information they have is outdated, right? And so what they're telling you is to the best of their knowledge is correct. Now, this, however, King of Pentacles, when it comes to your money is looking good this week. There's a nice cash boost that shows up, especially if you're in sales, commerce, or anything along those lines. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the King of Pentacles is a strong card for physical health and vitality. You've got this with the Magician card though, so I am going to say this week, do watch out for the voice and the vocal cords. And then when it comes to your home and environment, the King of Pentacles with the Magician card, this is a week for you to manifest around the home. What do you want from the home? Do you want to stay where you are? Do you want to move? Like whatever it is that you need or desire around a home or living situation, you can absolutely get. That minor counsel could also be that you're talking to your landlord and they say to you, actually, you know what, would you like to stay for another year, right? Like there's some really good energy in these cards for you this week, even with that Five of Pentacles. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care and I'll see you soon.